Hey Keto fam, Keto Kelly, just getting her done, coming in. Today's my birthday. Today's my birthday. Birthday. Feel pretty good today. What I'm going to do for my birthday, I have another bag of those colossal shrimp I'm going to cook today. But I also want some baked mac and cheese. So what I'm going to use is the cauliflower. I got 2 bags of the great value cauliflower over here, the frozen, because the fresh is starting to get to the point where it's so expensive to buy. It's just cheaper to go ahead and buy the frozen. So, in my pot here, I have about 3 tablespoons of butter melting. And what I'm going to do, and I wanted to show you guys this because whenever I bought that cream before, that real heavy cream from a local creamery, I couldn't use it fast enough before it would go bad. So this is what I did. I went to the dollar store, picked up some ice cube trays, and I froze this stuff. And I'm thinking about picking up some more fresh herbs and actually, see, just ice little cubes, and whatever I'm making, I just melt it down. So I'm going to put, and these probably melted down, probably equal about a tablespoon, maybe a little over. But I'm going to put like 4 of these in there to get a nice creamy consistency. So, and I'll add to it if I need to later. But anyway, in this bowl here, I have some of the Dubliner, Kerrygold Dubliner cheese, grated. Probably maybe 2-3 ounces. I have a couple, I'm going to use a couple of this mild cheddar Sargento cheese. I'm going to throw a couple of these pepper jack cheese sticks in there, and a little bit of Philadelphia cream cheese to get it nice and creamy. This here is the Kerrygold garlic herb butter. I'm going to use that when I actually cook the cauliflower. So when I get around to cooking that, I'll come back and show you. But this is what we're going to cook right now. I'm going to go ahead and get these melted down. And I'll probably need a little bit more than that, or I'm going to need another liquid in there. But I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff melted down, and then I'll come back in and show you guys what that looks like. Okay guys, I'm back. This is what I ended up doing. I ended up adding about 5 more of those to this because it just isn't liquidy enough for me. So, plus I also added about 1/4 of a cup of water. But now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start slowly incorporating the cheese so it gets melted down. Let me switch to a whisk. I don't want that great big one. Do I have a small one? Yes, I do. And as I add the cheeses, it's going to start to thicken. Now, I've got this turned down pretty low. I don't want it to burn. I don't want it to stick. So, with these, I'm just going to go ahead and chunk them up. Cut them up, they'll melt much faster. And this will just give it a little bit of a spice. I've also set my oven to 350. Now with the cheddar cheese slices, let's see, serving size is 1 slice, and that's 21 grams. I don't know how much that is because we're the only country in the world that still uses different measurements. So, alright, let's put, maybe I'll figure it out as far as ounces and post it. I'm going to do about 4 or 5 slices because I really like a nice cheddar flavor to this, to my cheese sauces. And the cream from the Philadelphia cream cheese will give it a nice creamy consistency. I am not going to top this with any kind of breadcrumbs. We never, growing up, put any kind of crumbing on top of our baked macaroni and cheese. I think my mother may have once or twice put Ritz crackers. But, oh yeah, this is melting up nicely. And as it melts, you'll get a nice consistency. See, it's already cheesy. So with this, to be honest, I don't even know. Let me check. That's beef. I don't think. No, I don't. I must have used it the other day. Usually I would put a chicken base broth in that. I wonder if I have, and it makes me nervous to use these things because these things are generally loaded with some type of sugar. But I would keep these when I would make gravy. If I was just cooking like the noodles, back when I was eating the noodles and just make it with the cheese sauce, I never really used the whole packet. I'm nervous about using that. I don't know if I want to. So we're going to add about a tablespoon, oh, maybe 2 teaspoons of garlic. And I know garlic has carbs. I know this. So you do have to be, if you use a tablespoon, just, you know, account for some of the carbs in it. Let me turn this down just a little bit more. Get this whipping. You don't want this to stick. You want it to thicken up. And when I add the cream cheese, it'll thicken up even more. It smells so good, especially when you add the garlic to it. Getting a nice creamy. And you don't want it too liquidy either, because when you add it to the cauliflower is going to release some moisture too, so you don't want it too runny. Put some salt in there. Of course, you're going to get salt from the cheeses too. Let's add some pepper. That looks like a big old jalapeno. That's funny. I should have left that in there. From the pepper jack cheese. Alright. Now, I'm going to turn this off because I don't want it to boil. I just want it to get hot enough to melt the cheese. It's still quite runny. So, let me add, this is an 8-ounce block of Philadelphia. So you can pretty much look at it. Cut it into fourths, even fourths. And know that probably each one of them is going to equal about 2 ounces. Measure it out if you want. If that makes you happy, measure it out. So I'm going to put one in for right now. I'm going to break it up. Then I'll be right back and show you the consistency and let you know if I had to add any more of the cheddar cheese or any more of the cream cheese or anything to thicken it up a little bit more. Okay, guys? Be right back. Okay, here's my solution to thickening it up. It is thick, but what I think I'm going to do, because normally when you would make a cheese sauce, you'd make a roux, which is a equal parts fat to equal parts flour. Then you would add it, and that would be a thickening agent. And of course, cheese is only going to thicken it so much. So what I've done is I've gotten into my cabinet and I've gotten out my xanthan gum, which I use quite often when I make gravies. So I'm going to add some xanthan gum to it. And you just want to sprinkle it in. You don't ever want to treat xanthan gum like a flour or starch. You're not going to get the same results. If you just sprinkle it into whatever you're making, and you let it go while it's still hot, it's not going to thicken right away. So don't be like, oh no, it's not thickening. No. Put a little sprinkle in, stir it around, and eventually you'll start to feel it tighten up, okay? Right here I have 3 slices of very thick bacon that I'm going to dice here in a second. Yeah, I can feel that thickening up right now. I don't know what that was. Sounds like my daughter doing something upstairs. Now, mind you, I don't even have this on anymore. This is just hot from when I had it on low. Yeah, that's thickening up good. So let me do a little more. All right, so in the meantime, I'm going to set this off to the side. I'm going to let it thicken. In my waka, I am going to dice 3 very thick slices of bacon. Let me get that going. In fairly good dice sizes. I mean, these are fairly, decent sized chunks. And I want thick because I want some sustainability, because I'm going to saute the cauliflower with this. And I see a lot of people posting, baked macaroni and cheese. This is just me putting my own little spin on it. So, yeah. I'm going to get this sauteed up. I may or may not add an onion, or a small onion dice. I haven't decided yet. When I come back, I'll let you know if I did or not. Okay, guys? Hang on. All right, I am back. This bacon is caramelizing up real nice in there. What I ended up doing was sprinkling about a teaspoon of the dried minced onion in there. I got little over 4 cups of cauliflower, the frozen cauliflower. I'm going to put in there. I did add 2 tablespoons of that Kerrygold garlic and herb butter. So I'm going to toss this around. I got it turned down fairly low right now, but this is what I want to do. I want to crank it up because I want to get a little bit of a roast on that cauliflower, okay? So, the cheese sauce. Look at this, guys. That thickened up real nice. So once I put it over the top of the cauliflower and put it into the oven, it'll melt down. Plus I'll have some of the moisture from the bacon grease and from the cauliflower. So we're going to get this all sauteed up real good. You can go ahead and, roast that as much as you want in the wok. So what I'm going to do, I have the shrimp. I'm going to go ahead and peel them. And my phone is blowing up, you guys, because it's my birthday, so everybody's wishing me a happy birthday. So, and happy birthday to Courtney from Courtney's Keto. From what I understand, today's her birthday too. Happy birthday, girl. I'm a good decade older, but hey, I feel like I'm in my 30s. Does that matter? Sometimes it does. Who knows? Anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and when I come back, I'll have it all plated up in here with the cheese sauce on it. I'll have my shrimp peeled and ready to go in the pan. So when I come back, we'll put it all together, guys. Love you. Bye. Okay, guys, I'm back. I liked the shrimp so much the other day that I'm doing them the same way again today because I like them so damn much. What did I do with my fajita seasoning? Did I put it back? I did. What a dumbass. Anyway, yeah, the fajita season. If you guys want to see how I did it, go back to my last video, I believe. I did my shrimp or 2 video. I don't remember. It's in there. It's the shrimp. Okay, in this baker's dish here, I have my cauliflower ready to go. I got my cheese sauce. So I'm going to put a little bit on there. I'm going to let the heat from the cauliflower kind of melt it down a little bit, and I'm going to mix it in because I want full-on coverage. And the cheese sauce, by the way, tasted amazing. I didn't add any salt while I was cooking the cauliflower because the bacon has salt, plus I added salt to the cheese sauce. And if you get a portion of it and it needs salt, pick up your salt, put some on it. Shit, you don't need to always add salt to stuff because you always got the shaker there. All right, so I'm going to incorporate all that into there. Get that all mixed in. Shrimps are bubbling. I'm going to add a little bit more of the cheese sauce, and I'm just going to spread it over the top like this. Because I want to get a little bit of a crust on that with the cheese. Let's see how this is going to turn out. I really have no idea how this is going to turn out, but I'm excited. Alright, you can top this with pork rinds if you want. Top it with whatever you want. And to avoid spillage, sheet tray. Right into the oven. I'll let you know how long it was in there. Oh, I love that crust on these damn shrimp, you guys. Almost like a, you ever had like blackened fish? So good. So good. Alright guys, I am going to wrap this up soon. Hopefully it won't take that long in the oven, because these shrimp, I probably should have held off and cooked these closer to the time that was done. But I don't give a shit, I'll munch on them while I'm waiting. Woohoo! Anyway guys, I'll be right back and I'll throw the plate together and I'll see you soon. Alright you guys, I can't even describe to you the smells going on in my kitchen right now. Okay, I had it in the oven for probably 10 minutes. Give or take 2-3 minutes. Everything's already cooked in it, so I'm not necessarily cooking anything. But it's been under the broiler for about 3 minutes. Let me tell you. Look at that. This looks amazing. I cannot wait to jump into this. Let me show you this, guys. Look at that. Yum, yum. So right here I got 2, 4, 6, I got 7 shrimp on there. So if you're counting your macros, figure out how many shrimp you're eating or whatever. This looks spectacular. All right. Let me brace myself to get up in this. Where do I want to see most of the bacon? Holy cow, that looks good. I'm gonna tell you, I'm probably gonna like this better than any baked macaroni and cheese. Yum, guys, look at that. Yum, yum. Those shrimp actually came out kind of like blackened shrimp, and I love blackened fish, so. You guys see how silver my hair is today? I actually ended up putting a Wella. Hold on, I'll show you. It's called the Color Charm. Sorry guys, that was my daughter calling. It's Color Charm 050. I told her I was finishing up my vlog and that I'd call her right back. But this is what I use. It's a toner. It does have some violet tints to it, but they say after a couple of washes it'll come right out. So I'll let you know. But these will buy one get one free at Sally's, so you know, and they're like $5. So yeah, if I'm gonna try to keep this up, I'm gonna do my best. But there's still some brown in it, so if there's any hairstylists out there, let me know how I can get some of this brown out. But I'm thinking about doing like the black roots. Anyway, okay guys, I'm gonna enjoy this, and thank you all for following me, and I love you all so much, and I'm going to enjoy this day. Today is my birthday, and I'm bumming, because you know why? I can. All right, guys. Love you. Bye.